Good evening, folks. Once again, I am the Master of Ceremonies, the King of Kings, Daimundo. It's been at least 7 days since I last played on stream. On Twitch. I actually had to work on 2 reviews back to back. My Little Pony Make Your Mark Chapter 2 and the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie with Ghost of Time 1. Now, for those who follow my YouTube page, I am going to take a break from movie reviews for the time being. When I come back from Maui, I will resume with at least 3 more movie reviews, all of which will be Christmas related. Got all that down? Anyway, I know why you're here. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, let's begin.
Yeah, what do you want? I don't have as many strange stories like the last one I told you, but I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan. For 5 days, they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly. My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail. Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening. A mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in 2. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them. Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe, I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know? Stimulants make a warrior out of even the weakest human. Here's a strength-boosting stimulant to help you get stronger. There anything else you need? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend. find Bastila and bring her to me, alive if possible.
As you command, Master.
What can I do?
Sure.
Naboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rak. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo patona.
The mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
Naboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jing. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo.
We should try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
Yatuka ulwan kinkun na ba murira rachikun. Mucha shakpangpa.
Yeah? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Master. That is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way? Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
As my daughter is quick to point out, I haven't the coin to hire another expedition. Nor am I the adventurer my husband was.
What remains would there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron, an ignoble end to a fine man. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
I'm here.
What? Oh, it's you again. Good hunting?
I'm here.
What?
What?
How can I help? About my mother? I'm unsure. I seem to find it difficult to remain objective when it comes to her. I find that disturbing. Do you think I should? I would like to keep something to remember Father as much as she would. I'll think about it. I should try and remember my training. I should be able to let go of this, but I can't. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's keep going.
Search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure. You may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you, but you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself. Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No? Then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
Yes?
Yeah? Yes?
I'm here.
Yeah?
What?
At last, you may have. Your words mean nothing.
I'm here. What can I do?
What?
Yes?
You may. Your.
That hurt. Sure.
How can I help? About my mother? I'm unsure. I seem to find it difficult to remain objective when it comes to her. I find that disturbing. Do you think I should? I would like to keep something to remember Father as much as she would. I'll think about it. I should try and remember my training. I should be able to let go of this, but I can't. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's keep going. Yes? Yes?
Sure.
Yes? Yes?
Sure.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure. You may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you, but you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself. Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No? Then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
Sure.
What can I do?
What is it?
Sure.
I'm here.
What is it?
Yes?
At last, you're...
Yes?
Yes?
What? What? What?
You're...
I'm here.
What is it?
What?
I'm here.
Yes?
What?
Yes?
What is it?
Sure.
You're...
What? What?
What can I do?
For the Order!
Yes?
What? Sure.
You're...
Yes? Go.
I'm here.
You're...
Back already? Have you even looked for the holocron yet?
I have the holocron, Mother. I'm just not sure I want to give it to you.
And why not? Would you deny me even that?
I've never denied you anything, Mother. You may think I don't remember what it was like before I left for the Order, but I do. You were the one who pushed Father to go on one treasure hunt after the other. You loved living in wealth. You think I don't remember the fights? You were eager to send me to the Jedi even though I didn't want to go. You took Father away from me. And now this holocron is all I have of him.
Fool girl. You have a strange way of remembering things. That wasn't...
No, I don't wish to argue with you anymore, Mother. It's time we parted ways now, for both our benefit. Perhaps not. I can remember my father well enough. But I ask you, why should she have it?
Is it too difficult to believe that I am a dying woman who simply wishes to see her husband one last time?
I find it difficult to believe anything you say, Mother. You're right. It shames me, but I find it difficult to let go of the past. I'm sorry, Mother.
I was hard on you, dear. I wasn't a very good mother to you. I know that. Your father loved you so. He wanted you to be just like him. He wanted to take you on his hunts, but I said they were too dangerous. I always tried to keep him from the dangerous ones, but he would have none of it. It was a reckless life we led. Always moving. I didn't want that for you.
So that's why you gave me to the Order?
What do your father and I have to show for all those years of hunting? Nothing. That was no life for anyone, especially not someone as gifted as you, your father. He spent all his last years trying to pay for my treatments. That's why he went for the pearls. I begged him not to, but...
Your treatments?
I'm dying, Bastard. I did not lie about that. It's been a long time in the coming, and there's really nothing that can be done anymore. I told your father to let me go, but you know how he was. Stubborn, like you.
I'm so sorry, Mother. I don't know what to say.
Keep the holocron, Bastard. It would do me good to know you have it. This talking to you. This is what I really needed before I
know. Thank you. I'm glad we talked too.
Oh, no. You said you had important business, and you were never one to mince words. You there. You take care of my daughter, you hear me? That's good. I'll feel a lot better knowing there's someone to watch her.
Where are you going to go?
It doesn't matter, dear. Don't you worry about me.
Here, take these 500 credits. That's all I have. Go to Coruscant and find a doctor. I'll meet you there after what I have to do.
But I already told you there's nothing that can...
Please take it. I want to see you again when we can talk.
All right, I will. You do what you have to, Bastila. You go make your father and I proud.
I'll try. Farewell, Mother.
How can I help?
Yes, that brought me a lot of peace. More than I thought it would have. Thank you for urging me toward it. After all my training, I would have thought it would have been easier. Apparently, I still have much to learn.
How can I help?
I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us. Did I? I am trying to be sincere here. It occurred to me that I may have been too critical of you, too demanding at times. I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really. I suppose not. But I am becoming like that, though it's not easy for me to admit. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course. Please, it's not allowed. I have to remain true to the Jedi ideal. If this is going to cause a problem, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Well, that was not nearly so difficult as I feared. Thank you for hearing me out. I feel much better. But enough soul-searching for now. We should probably continue on with our mission.
pengki yun patisa dicuba jikut ka naga ki mulira acua pengki yun patisa dicuba jikut ka ciwi aita ka chong cica agi in ciwa aita kang kica na jupornibo tong hitwama ag inko tune potong hitwama ji ag tong hitwama ag inko tune potong hitwama ji ag inko tune chachiska jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu labora na winki smack chiwi aita ka chong chicha agi inko ichuta topa na ota vokasa pampa achua penki yun patisa chiwi aita ka chong chicha agi inko tune acua penki yun patisa dicuba jiku kakincha nawabakaon bag ciwi aita ka chong chicha agi inko tune chunamuri ra tong hitwama jiku na tong kitpan tong hitwama agi inko tune potong hitwama ji agi inko tun tong panokun tong hitwama ji agi inko tun kachopa bogra shonko tachi jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu labora na winki smack toma jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu labora na winki smack toma chiwa aita kang ki muli tong hitwama ag inko tune potong hitwama ji agi inko tun tong panokun nonek chiwi aita ka chong chicha ki baba hasan shan kaki tong hitwama ag inko tune potong acua pengki yun patis jiska dosoki kopa bono nak ki muli ki muli ki
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald, I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin Coatress?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah, I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see. What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunray would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along. I'd appreciate that. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
Yes?
What is it?
And you need...
Sure.
Thank you for exacting my revenge on those Mandalorian beasts. If only I could have been the one to tear out Sharuk's heart.
dijo tonga kun hongabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule.
Muchachak bakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikota kunjus takmiki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Jedubadwana nidibobo. Tonga.
Tonga dijo tonga kun hongabi. Wana kun bez ching kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kun opa mule rachiku.
Tong hai tuam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da.
Tonga dijo tonga kun hongabi. Wana kun be kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kun opa mule. Tonga dijo tonga kun hongabi. Wana kun bez ching kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kun opa mule rachikun. Svimo podona. Ronda dijo tonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kun. Ronda dijo tonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palam.
Muchachak bakat. Dayata. Wato yuma wama huhu nandete.
Greetings, Padawan. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Kaldanetic, Ricard Lusov, and Handan Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need? These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Irias are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Ricard Lusov. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Irias when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handed standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handed to the prison he belongs in?
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Ricard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Ricard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river. and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Ako pa? Ronda di hotonga kun hanka ta kung just tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru. Jedo badowana ni dibobo. Tong nabungsha ni nunya. Tong patukas magtalea. Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tol muchashak pakat. Kiye no namapaole rachikun. Ako pa, Cheko pa? Gino bolera kenpaija, kislimo po duama? Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bonkwaleo gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chila mulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis-chan ba mulera. Ta kumjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Ba mule slimo podadada nanga kumbis mulera bes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikinkuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podot muchashak pakat. Kiye no namapaole rachikun.
So, what do you want to know? Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slimeball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. So. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him? Of course, of course.
Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Garrow spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Netic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Netic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you. Is there any other... The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that... Is there any... According to the municipal authorities near the Garrow, apparently a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Netic about cheating him in a business deal. Is there... Very...
Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching balamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. 이킹쿠노 바물레라치군 세모보도나 론더 디호똥가 군 헝가비 원어 군베 아쿠파 제코바 지노 몰레라 카치군 이다하던가 론더 디호던가 동하이돔 지지 좀lumpa 니타 론더 카치군 이다하던가 이킹군 다공주 스탁미키 그라블 모고 카치추 이다보던가 돌바방크 원래오간다 나루 카치군 이다하던가 이킹군오 바물레라치군 세모 무주샷 바칸타
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cat hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. He slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Is there any other I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need? Very.
So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. I always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
아쿠파 제코바 지노 몰레라 론더 디호똥가 군 헝가비 원어 군베 카치군 이다하던가 이킹군오 바물레라치 무주샷 바칸타 기노노다.
Is there any other information you need? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
Lunga dijo tonga kun hunkabi. Lunga dijo tonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukashmak talea. Ka chikun ita donga. Iking kuno pamulerachi. Lunga dijo tonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez tong abungsha umnino. Wanga kundi. Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikinkuno pamulera chiku. Lunga diho donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching pa. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuch. Damn you. Damn both of you. Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oga. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikinkuno pamulera chikun. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchu achuta. Unga kunbis dolpi kikuyana. Dong patugas maktelea.
Ujua Benki. Ah.
Yes?
I know I want to push on, but I'm getting a little dizzy here, so I'm going to call it a night. But at least I was able to take out Darth Bandon and complete a couple of quests that I think are going to go away once I complete Manan and the Leviathan. So on the next round of Knights of the Old Republic, we are going to go to both of those areas, and we're going to get through them as fast as we can. We would have done this a little sooner, but the fight against Darth Bandon took a bit too long, so my apologies, folks. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy.